The Australian vessel Ocean Shield losing a day in the search. The underwater vehicle's propeller torn, tail ripped off, and electronics bay damaged on its first day back in the search zone. Struggling with wind and 3 to 5 foot waves, the damage happening as crews hoisted it on deck for inspection. The day's mission aborted, no data collected. The bluefin has been repaired and resumes its search within hours. Half a world away, the consensus is never again. In a bid to prevent another Malaysia Flight 370, ICAO, the aviation arm of the United Nations, says all jetliners should be tracked continuously, especially in the most remote parts of the world. By the end of the year, airlines with flights that go outside of radar coverage will voluntarily start global tracking. Some have already started, but there's no timeline for when binding standards and regulations mandating global flight tracking will go into effect.
We feel that it is a fairly important factor that will move as quickly as possible because the flying public deserves, to have even more safe conditions when they fly.
The group's recommendations are advisory, but usually become law. The ongoing mystery of Flight 370 is fueling urgency to act now. The satellite tracking companies are jockeying for favor among airlines. Inmarsat, the British company whose analysis led crews to the search zone, says they'll track planes for free. Competing companies like Globalstar are making a pitch too.
You can continuously track 1 second at a time for continuously across any trip and know exactly where an airplane is. That is invaluable, and in the case of 370, it would have told us whether the plane turned, whether the plane continued straight, and when it stopped emitting altogether.
Still no concrete evidence about what went wrong on board Flight 370, but its disappearance is about to change the way all planes in the air are tracked. A special task force will release recommendations for global flight tracking in another 4 months. But remember, flights are tracked now using radar, satellite technology, and position reports. But there are dead spots when it comes to those methods. So what they're working on is global tracking that would work even if you're, say, over the Indian Ocean and out of radar's reach. Renee Marsh, CNN, Washington.
Just ahead here, one man's escape from North Korea, which began with a handmade and very secret radio.